I'm static, roaming through your radio, interference to the signal, disturbance to your favorite show. I'm panic, playing back in stereo. I was stranded by the ripple of this broken speaker code.
Jake Underwood from Off Air says that I would drive a 1986 Chevy Suburban. And this is a 20 from Scottsdale, Arizona, by the way. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you think I would, Jake? You think I would? How about you come over here? How about you come over here? And you know what we do. You know what we do if we can look at each other in our eyes. You know what would happen. Let's leave that up to the people that are listening. Let's leave that up to them. Let's see what direction their minds take them. Are we gonna fight? Or are we gonna kiss? Let's see, Jake. Let's see what the polls say. Let's poll it. Let's put it in there. This is the pigeon. For the pigeon hole. My audio spikes are going crazy because of that. You know what happens in the pigeonhole? You send stuff into the Styles Rebel Radio Discord, and you know what happens? It just happens. Whatever happens, happens. Surprisingly, not surprisingly, my last episode, episode 49, titled The Great Noticing, where I talk a lot about silly people in funny hats with long, curly sideburns, has a lot of views as compared to my other episodes. So let's just keep that in mind, folks. Let's keep that in mind on how exactly we feel about those silly-looking fellas, mainly that live underground in New York with the funny little hats, black suits. We're talking about bankers, folks. Hard R bankers. This is a pigeonhole. Comes out once a month on WSRR on the radio station, or you can get the WSRR app weekdays, 4 p.m. You can catch it there. You know, get the app. It's free. Why not? Get some free radio, local radio. Support us. Support the local musicians. If you don't, you're a corporate plant. And if you especially know that you're a corporate plant, your name is probably Sabrina Carpenter or Taylor Swift. You guys are plants. You are succubi, and you do not want anything to do that is good for the humanities. You say that you want what's good for humanity, and then you actually don't because you care so much about humanity that you forgot how to be human. That's what I'm going to say. Anyways, would I drive a 1986 Suburban 2500? Hell yes, I would. Abso-frickin-lutely, I would drive that. You know what? It's the shaggin' wagon. When I was about 16 years old, I had a 2000 and... what year was it? 2004? 5? I don't remember. It was 2005. Chevy Impala. My mom used to call it the Impala. And Style and I, from the Rebel Podcast, put rugs in the back of it. Found this big old Russian rug, put it in the back of it. Put some pillows back there. We put a Frank Sinatra vinyl back there with no record player. We just had to have Frank there, you know? We just had to have Frank in the back. That's the shaggin' wagon. Did Style and I shag? No. I'm not gay. I'm not gay. See, does that answer your question, Jake? I know. I'm devastated. You're devastated. Would I drive that? Yeah. It seems like there's a thread now of people just sending me Facebook Marketplace finds from Ohio. Next one's a 2003 Chevy S10 Crew Cab ZR5. Would I drive that? Hell no. Absolutely not. Okay, let's see what it says. It's in Warren, Ohio. Yep, I'm close to there. I'm out of Nashville. It's a 2003 Chevy S10 Crew Cab for sale. Runs and drives, but needs work. But does need work. Engine runs a bit, though. Or a bit rough. I can't read, bro. You know what? I bought it after I sat for a while. I bought it after it sat for a while and haven't had time to work on it. Frame is solid and truck is completely rotted out. Interior is still a bit dirty and is otherwise in good shape. There we go. There you go. Is that good? Is that good? You want a Chevy? Guys, if you want a 2003 Chevy S10, go to Warren, Ohio. Just look up Facebook Marketplace. You'll probably find 30 of them there. That's all I'm going to say. You know? If cities... If a city in Ohio had a car to it, I think Youngstown would definitely be. Oh, Youngstown. Oh, that's tough. Because how racist do I want to get with this? It's either I can go with the obvious, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to say Hellcat because that's just an easy. That's picking fish in a barrel. That's too easy. Let's see, the Grand Marquis. That's a Youngstown car. Grand Marquis, 1986 Grand Marquis. Maybe if you go down toward Medina, you got the 1968 Buick Skylark. That or the 86 Ford Ranger. I know everybody knows where Medina, Ohio is, okay? Same with Youngstown. I'm sure I have everybody still locked in with me. But if you want a Chevy, yep, S10, that's it. The ZR5, just go to Warren. Also, why does it go to ZR5 like it's a bike? You know how like there's like the ZXSR. It's like what all the bike YouTubers sound like. They're all like Indian dudes. The ZXSR is a very good bike that is very fast and it goes very far, very quick. Like, no, why is it the ZR5, dude? Who names this? Who looked at that car? What corporate asshole looked at that car and decided, you know what? That's a ZR5, baby. Nothing's gonna beat this. This is gonna get me my 4th Airbnb. Yes. All right, guys. This is a car review channel now, apparently. This is what this is at the Pigeonhole. Options or opinions desired from ATT 103. And let's see. It's a 1986 Ford Thunderbird. Okay, now we're talking. $4,000 in Berea, Ohio. It's a Ford Thunderbird, 1986. Not bad. 41,000 miles in quotations. That is... I don't even need to read anymore. I'm not gonna read the entire specs of a car on the Pigeonhole. If you want me to read the specs on something, why don't you bring up the Epstein files, Mr. President? Why don't you bring that up? Let's see what happens. Why don't you read the specs of something like that? You know? How about we expose the Hollywood stars of getting sexually assaulted? There. Spotify's gonna flag this one now. I said the SA word. Said the SA word. Good thing I didn't say the R word that rhymes with you know. You already know. That's all I'm saying. Hollywood stars. They get SA'd all the time. Nobody says anything about it. Same with people in the pornography industry. I don't even know, what is it? I bet 95% of it is SA. Sexual harassment. Sexual assault. Most of them are intoxicated, dude. Look at them. Actually, don't look at it. Don't look at pornography. Bad for your brain. Bad for your health. Let's look at cars. Let's look at these Facebook Marketplace cars. 2008 Cadillac XLR. It's another one with those 3-letter words. You know what? I'm getting fed up. I'm getting riled up. You're riling me up because of these 3-letter stupid-ass cars, and you're sending these descriptions of it. Beautiful Cadillac XLR, not the supercharged V5 model. Runs great. New tires and rims. OEM rather. I don't care. 114,000 miles. It's blue. It's a blue car. You want it for $15,000. You want a 2008 car for $15,000. You can get it there. You know what? Who needs a house when you have your 2008 Cadillac XLR? Who needs to save up for a $60,000 down payment on a house when you have your 1986 Ford Thunderbird? You want groceries this week? Nah, honey. Do the kids have to be fed? Nah, I'm going for my 2012 Mazda 3 hatchback 2.0 4-cylinder. That's the next one. What is going on? What is this? You guys are just doing this to piss me off, and it's working. You're just turning this into a cartoon. All right, you know what? How much do I skip? There's a bus. You guys want a school bus? 2007 GMC school bus for $5,300 in Grafton, Ohio, where the Grafton Monster's from. Yeah, look that up. Look up the Grafton Monster. It's in Ohio, not West Virginia, like everyone wants you to believe. That's what those West Virgins say to you, is that they want the Grafton Monster to be in West Virginia. No, come on. This one has a dog. Jake Underwood says, you think the dog comes with it? It's a truck. It's got a dog. I know y'all were just sitting in Styles' house overnight, and you're just saying, hey, guys, let's just send the page photos of a bunch of these Facebook Marketplace finds. You know what? Why don't we highball people on Facebook Marketplace? I think that's a good idea. You know how there's the lowball culture where it's just so funny to lowball these old people? Why don't we highball them? Why don't we highball them and then don't give them what they want? That's kind of like what the government does to us. You know what I'm saying? The great noticing. That's what I'm saying. That's what our government does to us. How do they do that? Look at taxes. Jews. Style said, thoughts on this one? 2003 Jeep Liberty. Don't get me started on the Jeep Liberty. You get me started on the Jeep Liberty, I'm going to go down a slippery slope that is not going to be recoverable. I'm going to start making fun of everybody. I'm going to start making fun of white people. I'm going to start making fun of black people. I'm going to start making fun of Israelites. I'm going to start making fun of lesbians. It's just everything's going to come out, dude. You know what? Don't get me started about the Jeep Liberty. I have the biggest discrimination in the world against Jeep Liberties. And it was like, you have to have diversity in the world. You want unity. I want diversity, and I want the Jeep Liberty out of it. That's the only thing that I want out of this country and out of this world. Deport the Jeep Liberties. Get them out of here. Build that destruction plant, whatever. Whatever happens. You know what? Is my laptop about to die? Let's see. Yeah, I record this thing on a laptop. No, I got 72%. I'm good. I'm good to yap. And that's what the show is. It's just me yapping. You know what? I had a couple of Sapporos before this. If you've never had Sapporo, have it. Japanese beer. It's like the Coors Banquet of the Asians. That's what I'm going to say. And if you don't agree with me, have one. Maybe have two. Have a Coors Banquet after that. Nice Colorado Kool-Aid. Mr. Paycheck. Mr. Johnny Paycheck. Oh, this is a cool one, actually. Jake actually said, how's this look? And it's is that a Ford Bronco? No, it's a Suzuki Samurai. 1987 Suzuki Samurai. Speaking of the Japanese, that's a cool car. It's got that, like, little, cool little look to it, you know? Like, what are those looks like that, not cyberpunk, like, kind of like futuristic look to it? Kind of looks like a water bottle. Kind of looks like that, fish tank aesthetic. That Style knows the name of, because of course he does. Of course he knows the name of that one. You know? Let's get into the memes, folks. Yeah, it looks like a 90s water cup. Let's get into the memes. I'm in a woodshed. I'm breathing in these wood chips. Oh, I need water or a beer. Either way. Dudes will have the worst day of their lives. And then they'll just keep sending memes to their homies like nothing happened. That's just kind of the way the world works. You guys ever just get, you'll never know if I'm like, yeah, you wouldn't know if I'm not okay. Actually, I am perfectly fine right now. I'm a happy man. Speaking of, I know I keep saying a lot of things about these people, some of these people in the government power. I am happy. And I love my life. I do. But yeah, doom scrolling just happens on the gram. Some people like to goon scroll. If you do that, get off of the app. Don't get off. Get off of the app. Walk into another room. How about you sit in silence for 30 minutes? How about you think about what you did? If most of the country did that, if half of the country just sat in silence for 30 minutes every day, it'd be a way different country. Just nothing. Maybe a beer. maybe a cigarette, maybe a smoke or something, but just sitting in silence, no external noise, no screens, watching the trees, watching the sky. You know, before the student can start reciting the sutras, first you must learn the poetry of the snow, the wind, and the rivers. Call me the Buddha. That's me. I don't know. I'm not fat and Asian. Sorry, Buddhists. You know? But you know. He's fat. He's Asian. Every statue has him. It's not like I'm lying. I'm not saying it's nothing bad with that. Did I just offend fat people by saying fat? I think I've been chubby, tubby, blubbery, shamu, shamwow, hefty, oversized load. I'm gonna disintegrate Hatsune Miku. This is a trend. How did she even get popular? How did Hatsune Miku even get popular? Anybody ever think about that? Just some anime girl that's just the name stuck. She looks like the most average like VTuber anime skin ever. Is that it? Did everyone just start taking VTuber skins from her? Also, who the hell watches VTubers? I don't know anybody. I could probably guess one person out of a group of guys that I used to work with, but that's it. One dude out of 300, and this dude is a top tier gooner. Like he's admitted it that he's a big time gooner, and he will goon to the VTubers. Imagine gooning on YouTube, guys. Imagine going on to the Goon Tube. Imagine going on to that to Goon. It's disgusting. Disgusting. You have a brain. Stop letting your sexual temptations control you. Get free of it. Goon Tube. Imagine masturbating to a VTuber. VTuber. It's just ridiculous to me. You know, it's getting worse. Went to a Halloween like festival, not a little festival, like a little thing today, like on one of the main streets, this town that I live at, and it's just sexualized. Everything's sexualized. Like there's a little cute little crochet farmer stand there, you know. And I was like, oh man, this is a really nice little farm. You know, this is a cute little like duck that you made. And then I look at the woman, whole tits are out. They're staring at me. They're looking at me. I'm like, no, I don't want to buy from you anymore. Put those away. There are children walking around. Like 50 kids. Not 50, like 20 kids walking around, running around. And you just have your badonkas out. Just to the whole world. That's like if I had half of my balls showing. That's like if I had my gooch hairs hanging out of my underwear and I just let it dangle. What is with this whole bush thing? Not 9/11 bush, like pubic hair bush. It's like, I'm a bush guy. Like, we love bush. It's like, dude, I imagine my gooch hair like flaking off as I wipe my ass and it lands into your mouth. That's what that is. I want you to imagine that visual. I love bush, dude. Oh my god, I just want it to go back to the 70s, bro. Bro. No, you don't. No, you don't. Fine Christ. Next thing is the Google Earth car has broken into my apartment and is taking pictures of my balls. That would rock. That would be awesome. If I was on Google Earth and I look at my house and I just see my balls, that'd be the funniest thing ever. That's not pornography. That's like one of those things that are just funny. That's like mooning. Because there's not like kids aren't just like scrolling through Google Earth to look at your house. Oh, if someone tried to dox you, imagine that. Someone tries to dox you and they look at your balls. That'd be the funniest thing ever, dude. It's like, yeah, dude, my address. Yeah, I would give people my address. Because they look it up on Google Earth. Yeah, actually, check through the side door window. I'm upside down on my hands, feet to the sky, balls dangling. That's what happens. But you know, guys, it's coming up on Halloween. 30 Pete. Guys, don't say boob without the last B. It's the scariest shit ever. Don't do it. Don't say it's Ghost Rider. It's Ghost Rider. Don't say it without the last B. Boo. Stop. Yep. He's gone. I scared him. McIntyre's out of here. McIntyre's been with me the whole time, guys. You guys remember him? You guys remember my brother, McIntyre? Well, he's gone. High and by, I guess. What the hell is this? What is this? Golf 7? The Volkswagen Golf 7 from Berlin to Warsaw in one tank. Oh. Nice, dude. Nice Polish invasion joke in the year of our Lord 2025. Nice, dude. To a Polak. If you guys don't know this, Pidge, me, Polak. You know? I had a troop in the Air Force once. I used to be a supervisor in the Air Force. He was German, born in Germany. I'm a Polak. I said, man, how things change. How things change. I have a racist nickname for him because he was half Mexican and half German. Not going to say it. Think of the term Wiener Schnitzel, but something to do with, never mind, a Mexican racial term. You be creative. Let's see. We got how many more? Oh my gosh, stop sending me photos of cars. You know what we got? I'm running low on time, dude. I got to kind of speed through this, actually. You know what? 10,000 Yurt Dog Spider Box. It's a little thing. You want that? $700. You want Barn Find Fieros? $100,000. It's $99999, so it's a bid. You guys want that? That's incredible. What about a 1974 Plymouth Valiant? I like Plymouth. Let's keep doing that. You know what? More important news. Kevin Nash says his procedure was a success. Kevin Nash says the procedure was fantastic. Penis reduction was a success. Actually, the strain of no longer pushing blood into the entire hog brought my heart rhythm back to normal thanks to everyone concerned about my well-being. Kevin Nash, if you got that much blood running into your hog, maybe you did deserve it. Maybe your hog was meant cherishing. Maybe your hog was meant for your wife and no one else. Like how your hog should be. Am I right, fellas? That's all I'm saying. You guys want a drinking buddy for $25 on Facebook Marketplace? Yeah, drinking buddy. Dude has a Corona Extra. Pretty good beer. I'll say pretty good beer. Coronas are good. I've tried every beer in the world. Not true. Not true. My favorite beer in the world is probably Jameson. Yep. Next one. Shopping carts. You guys want shopping carts for $25? Is that how much homeless people pay for them? That's crazy. All that money. And I would hit him up. Probably a homeless guy selling his shopping carts for $25. Making a steal on it. What this is just a car. This is just a truck. It's just a red truck. You guys keep sending me Facebook Marketplace trucks. First it was all of this, and this truck just says yes for $6,000. What is yes? And the next photo that Style sent me is a photo of boobs. I don't want to look at it. I'm not looking at your boob photo, Style. I'm going to cover out the boobs. Reminder to take your estrogen today, Queen. You ain't a woman, but damn, this is a fantastic pair of tits. Yep, don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. They're just boobs. It's not gay. I love my wife. Okay? Sake of it. Sake of this degeneracy in the United States. I want to see more 1965 Cessna 337 Super Skymaster. You know what? It's at Hubbard, Ohio. It's $10,500, and it's a pile of shit. It's literally a crash plane. A crash plane. So, yeah. My lawyer carefully adding Sora AI watermark to a video of me genuinely committing a crime. That's smart. That's what, I'm surprised. I would not be shocked if in the future people are going to put that watermark on real videos so people don't believe it. It's probably already happening, and it's probably going to majorly affect public opinion. And then the last one for tonight, it's the Jason Momoa sneaking up behind the Henry Cavill meme. Henry Cavill, me trusting my ears and strolling down the quiet street. Jason Momoa chasing him, an electric vehicle approaching me. The electric state, things go dark, like how half of the country went dark on the internet this past week because Amazon's system shut down. Anyone know that? Yeah, that happened. Internet went down in America because Amazon's system crashed. Amazon. You want to think about that? It went dark because of one company. One company caused the country to go dark. I'm gonna end it on that. We already know who the usual suspects are in that case. And I'm not saying that in the term that will ping me for racial discrimination. We just know who the suspects are. You know? I bet that show is banned. You know there's a show called The Usual Suspects? That's where it comes from. Yeah. Look it up. It's real. I think. Or it's a term from Law and Order. I don't give a shit. I don't watch stupid detective shows. Just like how I don't play Red Dead Redemption 2. I have time. I want to sit down 30 minutes every day and just contemplate. Examine my conscience. Every person should examine their conscience every day. I'm just going to say that here and there. This world will be a much better place. Think about it, white people. Think about it, lesbians. Think about it, Jews. Think about it. I wasn't going to say the next one. I was going to say black people, but I was going to say it in that tone, and that sounds racist. You know? This is a Pidge. This comes out once a month. Sundays, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every weekday, 4 p.m. on the WSRR app. Catch it. You know, in between the music, in between the local music, catch the Pigeonhole. Catch our other shows too. You know, we got the Rebel Radio. Oh no, well they're doing reruns of the Rebel Radio show, and then we have Off Air. That's great. That's a fun one. Behind Enemy Lines with Lucas D'Orazio. It's a fun one. Just do it. You know, support the locals, not the corporations. You know what happens when you support the corporations? They're going to give you free products. And if they try to give you free products, you are the product. This is the Pigeon. Good night.
In the night, with the groove so bright, the Pidge takes flight, shining his light. Tweets from the timeline, nonsense and glee. Breaking it down, come vibe with me. Tweet of the week, it's never blink. Free like a leak. Laughter's the goal, that's what we see. In the pigeonhole, let the laughter roll. Even Sanofsky, he's on a stroll.
The preceding program was a WSRR radio production.